it's funny because I feel like the skill guys end up looking like linemen later on.
They do.
Yeah, because you know what? You guys are tired of being fat. You're like,
That's what
fuck
it
that
is.
shit.
I've been fat my whole life.
Look at Darrell Revis.
Not anymore, man.
Yeah.
Great shape, bro.
Revis got huge.
Did he?
Yeah, you saw at the Hall of Fame. That boy
You
was
said
huge.
you said he is
eating good.
He is the Revis Island now.
He's eating good.
That's too funny. But yeah, coach. So appreciate you coming out here, man. Meeting us here, rather.
No doubt. Appreciate y'all. My bad about Friday, too, man.
No, it was your birthday.
man.
If I knew it was your birthday
man.
weekend, we wouldn't even have scheduled
But
that.
see, I didn't know I was doing that. Surprise trip, man. Like, normally I'd rather be at practice on Saturday. But
Yeah.
appreciate you guys for coming, man.
Nah, man.
To our
Good.
humble establishment here.
Yeah, man. Y'all are the top of the hill now, man.
Right.
Ah, man, you know, we trying to get there, man. After we beat some teams and whip some butt, you know, we'll definitely get to the top of the hill where we want to be at. You know what I'm saying? But for now, we're just grinding. Yo,
I'm gonna bring him up at 8, so I won't do my session then.
duh.
Yeah, all right.
It's first cell
That's
phone on the
good.
podcast.
Yeah.
I love it.
I see that, right, man?
I love it. First
We
call
doing-
on
we
the
picking up
pod.
live calls, man. Live calls. Call in. Call in right now.
No, but do you feel like the transition from the public school in Northern Virginia to more of like a nationally based or the attempt to compete on a national level, do you feel like there's more pressure, or do you feel like it's the same pressure on a different type of level?
I don't see it as pressure, man, because obviously my brother and myself, you know what I'm saying, we seek out that, like, even with our youth teams, man, like, we want to play the best. We want to get out there and play the best kids in the country. Nah, no pressure, man. It's like, honestly, like, we're excited. You know, we're excited. We get to do something new. You know, it being private school, now we can recruit all these kids that they say we were recruiting before.
Yeah.
Right? So now we can actually get out here and try to talk to different kids and different families and try to get them to buy into what we're doing here, man. But it's a beautiful thing. Definitely want to crack the national scene.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the schedule we got this year, like, you know what I mean? That's what we into, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? High caliber football, high level football, man. High level coaching, like, that's what we like doing, man.
Man, you guys have always been like that.
Yeah, for
Last time I seen you play, you were running up Centerville's sideline, talking shit to the coach, to our coach. That's why I played ball. You scrimmaged us your senior year.
Oh, yeah!
And you ran an option. I'll never forget because you guys ran option.
Yeah, we did.
Fake dive to the fullback, triple option, and turned around, screamed up the sideline.
Were you playing?
I was a sophomore.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a
Okay,
sophomore.
wow.
Yeah,
Yo, that's
yeah.
a memory, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's when I knew. I was like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
these
I
motherfuckers
was-
is real.
Yeah, I dealt with your brother.
They're real out in Hill.
We're the same age.
Okay.
Yeah, so I dealt with D.O.
I remember that, yeah. That was a while ago,
Yeah.
man. High school, man. Woo.
Wow.
I wish I could go back, man. I wish I could have done a lot of things better. Probably a lot of things like you did. You said you played for Syracuse.
Yeah.
Like, that's phenomenal, man. That's what we're trying to get all our kids to, man. I think part of my testimony in all this is, like, you know, I've seen the bad side, you know what I mean? Seen the good side, but I try to be who I am, man. In all places, like, I try to be who I am and, you know, giving back to the kids and telling them not to do the wrong things. You know, It's kind of like, maybe kind of full circle for me, man. Would I've loved to kick ass somewhere at college? Hell yeah, I would smack some motherfuckers and make sure I remember that. But, you know what I'm saying? Played arena football professionally, so I played against some high caliber guys. So,
Yeah.
you know, I definitely played at a high level, but, you know, doing things the right way, that getting that degree so your family's good and a good job, and after all that stuff, if you don't make the NFL and all those good things,
Yeah.
that degree backs up all that. Like, that's what it's about.
Right.
Absolutely.
I feel like someone who is in your position who probably didn't get the opportunities they could have or should have to play at the next level. You know, I see a lot of guys like that have a lot of resentment towards the game, have a lot of resentment in their approach to when they coach kids and when they mentor kids. And it's nice to see the pendulum swing the other way in someone that's been able to harness that experience and say, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it in a specific type of way or specific type of ways that's going to allow you to be successful, not only on the field, but off the field
Off the
as
field.
well.
That's what a
Right.
lot of coaches miss, bro. On the field is easy, dog. It's
Right.
about off the field and kind of building those relationships and sometimes being in uncomfortable situations with kids because you're always getting on them. You know what I'm saying? You're always, a lot of my parents, you know, from my kids from youth all the way to high school, like, I'm on them. Like, you know, for the smallest things, because I know, like you said, with myself, I know what it's like to. I had plenty of opportunities. I had plenty of teachers, plenty of people that were supporting me and that was trying to get me to do the right thing. Like, so many people, man. It was, man. Teachers would say, man, just come to class, Jeff, and I'll pass you an exam. I didn't go to class. You know what I mean? So now I make sure I tell kids, go to class, like do the right stuff. I can tell you 100 ways how to do it the wrong way. Like, you know, that's just real deal. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But to your point, right?
I love it.
Like, he could have had resentment in the game, but instead you didn't just hone in. You could have locked in only on your son and said, I'm only going to focus on you.
Right.
You don't. I see the way you did Jeff Jr. is the same way you did with those 6-year-olds that we saw a couple years ago at the tournament.
Yeah.
All the way
get
through.
Get that on camera too, man. Like, I brought these guys out first. You're right. At the summer tournament, that's when we met each other, linked up.
Out in Fredericksburg.
We met. We officially met because we knew of you back at that 7-on-7 in Mason. That's when we, right before 2020-22.
No All-Stars.
Yeah, that's when your brother hit us with the infamous line, high school team, no All-Stars, right? But then we bumped into y'all again, at Freedom, and that was Jeff's sophomore year.
Yeah.
And that's when y'all put the beating on Stonebridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got your bike back.
That was a good game.
I saw that. Got my bike back.
I still remember that kid they had like #1 or something.
Yep.
Man. He was
Colton Hinton.
Dog.
Yeah.
Colton Hinton.
That dude was a dog, man.
Yeah.
And they had a good coach too, man.
Still one of the smoothest white boys.
Yeah,
come
he's-
out of
I didn't want to use that word. I didn't want to use that word.
Nah, you
but-
good,
go
man.
ahead. We unfiltered
We
here.
know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it. He knows it too.
Yeah, he just went to Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah.
Man. I wouldn't be surprised
Because he was at he was a Paladin at first.
Paladin,
right?
yep.
Where?
I can't remember what the name of that thing was, but Drew Dudzik was one of his coaches.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Okay.
That's a small world, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, he hit the whole transfer portal. He was D3 or D1 AA at first. Yeah, D1 AA, and now he went into the pipeline and got bumped up to Coastal Carolina. And so now he's D1, and I'm sure he's going to try to get that bag here in a year after he puts a new year of film.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
You're gonna take some reps from Dom.
Getting the right opportunity in Coastal, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, unless he falls in love with the beach or whatever.
Yeah. Party school, man. I mean, we went there on a bus tour. Their campus is awesome, man.
That's another thing. You take kids out, you're showing them. You're out on the road with these kids. We see it all the time on social media,
man.
and that's another thing. It's like you could just focus on your own,
Right.
But you don't. You make sure everybody's treated the same way, and that's something we appreciate. You're authentically yourself at all times.
All times.
And you make sure these kids understand.
Because
I'm not dogging you. I love you.
I love you. But that's the hard part with kids. Like, bro, parents, kids, sometimes this day and age, this football space, it's like they don't understand that. They think love is me letting you get away from it with everything you doing.
Right.
They think love is no accountability. My brother told me all the time, like, man, you do a good job of holding everybody accountable. Like, sometimes I'm the bad guy, and I, you know what I mean. But ultimately, it's because I love you. Like I tell them all the time, don't worry when I'm talking to you. You should worry when I stop talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true about any coach, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real talk.
How's JR doing, man? Is he doing all right? He's gone through spring practice. He's headed it. He's probably gone through a little bit of finals. Mm-hmm. Is he on his little break right now before he goes back?
Yeah. So right now he's on break. He's obviously got a graduation.
Yep.
So he's got that on next Wednesday, I think, next Thursday.
Okay.
But he's doing good, man. Obviously, everybody probably knows by now he got a little injury, but he's been working his way back through that. He asked me in the beginning, but he's rehabbing, doing everything he's supposed to do, and we're getting good feedback. So South Carolina, August 31st. I hope he's playing, right?
Yeah.
I plan on him playing. I mean, he plans on playing. So, it's just, staying mentally, stable through all this. First time him being hurt.
Yeah.
So kind of just, working with him through that. And I think, he's handled it well. Even during the spring, he would be like, oh, man. Like, he just wants to be out there so bad and earning stripes. Because obviously, before when he was practicing with Bowl Week, when he got hurt, probably was, been doing pretty successful, right? So, that's a part about Jeff, like, ultimate competitor. Like, he's the opposite of me. Like, I'm going to talk trash. I'm going to, do all that stuff. I'm just going to play type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Even from when he was younger, like, I'll talk about a story. Like, he's probably, 9 years old. We're in New York. At an All-Star game. Not to mention, on our All-Star team, I think Trent Trent out of Wise, forget his last name. He's at Oklahoma this year. Mac, I think he's at Massachusetts this year. Like a lot of like Winston Watkins played in it. A lot of top kids from all over, right? So me and the other coach are going at it in the lobby night before the game, like just talking trash, good competitive trash, and Jeff's just sitting beside me, just soaking it all up, right? So after me and this dude are done arguing, going to bed, Jeff's like, hey, Dad, we're gonna beat them tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, boy, all right, just go to bed, get your sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all right. So next day we come out there to game, man. I mean, like he just killed him. I think he scored like 5 touchdowns in the first half. Before the first half, they're telling, "Oh, you gotta take him out. You gotta take him out. Like he's still good. Like, you gotta take him out. Like
it's
wow.
New York rules.
Yeah, like Jeff rules. Like these are Jeff rules. Like hold on, you didn't tell us this because the other coach, man, he stacked his team so top heavy, man. Like he had all the top players from like Florida. I mean, these are kids from Georgia. This was a D-Max Sports All-American game. Shout out to D-Max. Shout out to my man Darlos James. But yeah, and it was just all the top kids, man. And Jeff just killed it. And they were like, hey man, he can't even play no more. But I mean, I say that to say like from that point, like I always knew like he doesn't talk a lot, even at the high school level. Like he doesn't talk, man. Like he just plays. I think.
Larry Fitzgerald approach.
Yeah, but I also think being that way is why so much more left in him, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much more better player to become because I don't feel like he plays as confident as he could play. Like, yo, I am good. Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This year he did that a little bit, and obviously it was very easy for him. But
That said, I want to unleash the rage in.
Once he becomes like just an angry,
dog. Yeah.
oh man, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And, like I said, man, we're expecting this.
He said he's just doing it off of all ability.
Yeah.
And
man.
once he starts to put a little bit more
Coach
Miyagi
Brooks,
in it.
Yeah, Coach Brooks is gonna get him right, man. Them stallions, man.
I love that, man. I love
his style.
I love his style.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even know that about him, you know what I'm
Me
saying?
either.
Like and you're right. Like once the D1 level brings that competitor out. And that's probably what's egging him on.
Yeah, what coaches look for is what potential and how much development's actually left in there, right?
Right.
Because you got a lot of good kids who are good and like all right, man, that kid's just topped out. Like he doesn't even want to get any better, right? Like Jeff's a huge listener, man, and you know what I'm saying? He wants to get better, and so I said through this injury, I know he's gonna come out better, and he's gonna come out hit the ground running, trying to run shit over.
Yeah. Selfishly, as a Hokie fan, I need him to be great. I need him to be ready to go. Like
that's funny.
For me, I get to see 2 kids that we watched from sophomore year all the way into Virginia Tech now. Christian Evans and Jeff.
Yeah, and you got Nathaniel Wright. I used to coach him, PME. He's also a Tech man. They got the kid out of DeMatha, the linebacker Noah, man.
Dante Lovett we've seen back in the day.
He's starting for them now. I think we picked them because they did an excellent job recruiting, I feel like, in Virginia. Like
I was just about to ask you
it was just mainly about like, why go be good somewhere else? Like, dog, you can be good in Virginia right here. Like, everybody always leave. Like, everybody always chasing, like, respect to all the other organizations and programs. But it's like, dog, like, why not beat them? Why not run through them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love hearing this.
Yeah,
Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech used to just recruit at home,
right?
You know what I'm
under
saying?
Beamer
and win it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They used to get the 4 guys. They used to get the 5 guys. I remember when I came out, like they got Macho Harris. They got a whole bunch of people who came out when I was coming out, and at some point, maybe when Beam left, it was very easy for the Penn States to come and pluck, Clemson's to come and pluck.
Beamer did a good job. Even his son does a good job too in South Carolina. We still got to beat him.
To your point, at the Penn States, who was the defensive coordinator at Penn State? The current head coach. So it was easy for him to come in here and pluck because he was a grad student at Tech under Beamer.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah, but
it's good to see.
I just love their vision, man. I love Coach Pryor. I love this energy. You know what I'm saying? Coach Brooks, everybody up there, Coach Mines, Coach Jones, man, Prelude, all them dudes, my dudes, Coach Quinn. Shout out to my boy, Coach Quinn. And shout out to JJ, man. Everything get done with JJ.
Yeah. And it's good to see him stay home.
Right.
Especially with the transfer portal wide open, especially with NIL. Like I'm pretty sure people were trying to toss him the bag and people were trying to, buy his affection and buy his commitment. Mm-hmm. And for him to but again, like you started the conversation describing him as a person, how humble he is and how, he could probably see the long-term goals of being the guy at home, being the guy in Virginia.
Absolutely. And me being a coach, dog, like recruitment for him was like, I used to tell coaches all the time, like, I get it, dog. Like, we weren't, ask any college coach out there, they can stamp this. Like, we were never demanding. I never said, you got to give me this, and you got to give us this.
Right.
Because I didn't want Jeff thinking that. Like,
Right.
like you said, in the NIL space and all that shit, like, I'm old school, dog. Like, what you mean? You show me. You know what I'm saying? Then we can get there. So we didn't even talk about that type of stuff until at the end of his recruitment. Like, I didn't want any of our decisions to be based upon
monetary value.
Dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love that, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the
beautiful.
truth. Like, everybody, all the coaches know me. They hear me talking, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about that. Like, it was about making sure it was the right fit, you know what I'm saying, of people. And I think we met some outstanding people through all this. The UVA coaching staff, outstanding, bro. Like, Coach Elliott, like, solid dude. Like solid guy. Coach Gaither, Coach Locks at MD, Coach Azar, you know, all those dudes, man, like, good people. You know what I'm saying? But
I was hoping he would go play for Fran Brown, but you know what I'm saying.
oh yeah, well, with Syracuse, I love Coach Red too.
Yeah.
Coach Brown. Coach Brown just got there, but I like Coach Red, man. Was dealing with him, and the first original guy we was recruiting with, you know, he left and went somewhere else. But you know, man, Syracuse was too far, man. To be honest, you know, South Carolina, man.
It's just the opposite side of 81. You
Yeah,
know?
I love Coach Beamer too, man, and Coach Blackwell also. Like, good dudes also, man. I think, you know, ultimately, you know, for even our kids that get recruited now, like, everybody's free to go, you know, do what they want to do. Like, you know, I speak highly of all the people that I've met and that I've ran into, so it's not like I'm just straight up like, oh, tech.
Right.
No,
you know,
no. We see
But-
you. Every time a coach comes in, you got a picture with them, and you get a nice little comment about who they are. So it's like
Hell
you
yeah.
are promoting
Because
every other college.
That's important though, because again, like you said, dog, it's about, like, I don't know what people may think, but, like, I feel like I'm a real grateful dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking the picture like, oh, this is clout. Like shit, I want to take a picture with this coach. Like, I want to learn from this coach.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It doesn't
it's
come
just
across as
showing
clout.
them respect. Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
Student of your
saying?
craft, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
love
is.
that. Like, I love watching coaches. Like, even when I do go to tech, like, I'll go be for a couple days and just watch practice.
In the
dog.
film.
Yeah.
Trying to be in the film room.
And everything,
Yeah.
they probably be like, man, this dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I want to soak it all up, dog, so we can, you know, exchange, give that knowledge to our kids.
But I mean, man, imagine what it does for your rapport in the community. People are going to want to come and play for you, gravitate towards your program. And why? Because you've been molding these kids since they were young. Since they, you know what I mean? And, like, that was my whole argument about the transfer thing. Even if you did, and my whole thing was like, fuck it. Even if you did recruit these kids,
Who cares?
why would, as a parent, why would I not want my kids to play for someone who has a pedigree, who doesn't play daddy ball, who's going to put the best on the field, who's going to develop my kid on and off the field, you know? And you don't even have to recruit me. I will pick up and leave and live wherever you're at.
Right.
Well, you just said it all in a nutshell. Like, you know, again, I don't even want to harp on that stuff.
No, man,
right?
we don't have to.
But
Yeah.
we don't need to recruit anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The
you know what I'm
pedigree
saying?
speaks for
Yeah, it
itself.
speaks for itself. Like, people going to go, you know, where they want to go, you know, for
Exactly.
that situation. Families decide and do stuff every day on their own.
And
We
even
don't
the
need
kids
to-
that don't come play for you at the high school level, they still go on to succeed because the foundation
Facts,
is real.
yo, bro. If we got every kid, let's think from the 2025 class alone, dog. Like, if every kid that I coached that played for me coming up through PME went to high school with us, dog, like, it's crazy.
Million.
It'd be
Even
unfair,
nothing, bro.
It'd be
It'd be unfair.
That 100-point game would be a standard.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
no bullshit. Like, a lot of
Your JV team would be playing at the varsity level.
Right.
A lot of the top kids at these other schools played for, you know,
Exactly.
us, essentially myself,
Yeah.
my brother, or, you know, somebody within our org was like, dog, like, you know, there's a lot of other good coaches that do good things too, but
Right.
I think we do a good job of from the foundation. Like,
Yeah.
my brother coaches 8U football right now. I coach 9U football right now. I've been coaching them since they were 6. So think about it. If I'm all they know, they, you know what I'm saying, I could move to fucking Alaska. They probably would move there too.
Right. Right. No, I look, man.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like, if you want your kid to be a politician or something, you're gonna move where politicians live at.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna do that. Like, the sad part about all of it was just, you know, people thinking that, like, families are couldn't, like, people gonna put themselves in position to be successful for whatever way they think that looks like, right? And I'm
Like,
just
to the
leave that
point
alone.
to the point where we made. Why is it a problem up here, but in the South of VA, it's like it's completely accepted.
Oh, man.
completely accepted.
Oh.
They're advertising it on Instagram, like transfer to this high school. I'm like,
Because they know, because they're more a tight-knit community, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So they know, like, okay, these are the powerhouses. These are the established recruiting
I'm going to funnel you
pipelines.
this way.
And we're going to funnel our athletes in there. Why? Because I want to be proud of the area, and I want to be proud of the athlete. I don't care what my own personal vices are. I just want to see them succeed. And
that should be the
these
mentality.
are the places where they succeed.
Yeah.
And that should be the mentality across the board.
Across the board, but...
And the crazy thing is they tried to take away the whip from you guys, and they gave you guys the keys to the kingdom.
Right.
And that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to comment on that.
Yeah,
that's just my personal opinion.
I mean, we agree.
What you guys got going on here is insane. Like, now you can do it.
It's phenomenal, bro. Like, it's phenomenal, man. I love Hayfield. Love all the teachers and staff there. Like, all those people watching too, they know. Yeah. Like, I'm walking through the school, chippery. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
What's up?
I would too.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are good people outside of what all the drama made it seem like.
It didn't come from there.
Yeah, a lot of people in the building liked us and supported us and was with us. Through it.
Because they're likable guys.
And still are with us, man. So shout out to Hayfield Hawks, man. It's cool.
I mean, and like, what you guys got going on here, in my opinion, is karmatic law. Like, it was only right for God, for the universe, to come and bless you guys for what you guys have been doing in the community. He saw, in my opinion, what you were doing in the community, and he said, no, I need that to go on a grander scale.
Yep.
I need to go that on a larger scale. I need you to touch kids like this internationally, right?
Facts. And that's something my mom would say.
Yeah,
like, that's exactly what my mom.
That's karmatic law right there. Yeah. If you do good for an extended period of time, and you grind, and you're resilient, and you're gritty, right? The universe is going to bless you 100% of the times.
Like you said, through all the noise, man, definitely, my mom do stuff.
And there's going to be trials and tribulations, man, but without the bad stuff, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the good stuff.
The good stuff, man. I mean, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Definitely blessed to be here, man. Definitely, blessed to be with this this establishment, St. James Academy, and everything that they're offering, man. Oh, hey, yo, come on here, y'all. Come sit over here, y'all.
We got the dudes. We got the dudes.
Some of my little guys, man. Where's Trey?
Come this way.
He's upstairs. He's 10
All right, come on this side, man. Grab a seat on the couch,
young PME.
Yeah, my young headers.
How old are the young boys?
These are 9-year-olds. 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds. So I can grab that right there.
Yeah, man. I want to hear names and positions, man.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear names and positions.
Hey, real quick, give your name and position. They can hear you. Real quick.
I want to hear name and position. I want to hear what college you want to graduate from.
What college? You got to look at the camera when you say it too.
Yeah.
Who's up first?
Go ahead. Little man in the red first.
Kamari.
I play DN and center.
Okay.
Ow.
All right. And what college you want to graduate from, Kumari?
Maybe LSU.
LSU. Okay.
Right.
LSU.
LSU. Okay.
All right, big man. Go ahead.
My name is Nelson Escobar. I'm safety, and I want to go to Penn State.
Penn State. Okay.
I'm confused.
What's up? This is my guy Kimani right here. He plays D tackle for us. And,
okay.
What college you want to go to, Kimani?
I want to go to the St. Louis.
So he wants to go to LSU.
LSU.
Like his brother. They're
I like
twins.
it.
My
Tigers.
guy Kimani.
I like it.
My guy Big Cam. We know we going.
All right.
We going.
Go ahead, Cam.
I play nose guard.
You gotta tell him your name.
My name Cam, and I'm a DN, and I want to go to my college. I want to go to Alabama.
Hey, stand up real quick, Cam, so the coaches can see.
Luke.
Hey, he's only 8. He's only 8. This is a big boy. All right, sit back
You still got years of eligibility? I don't believe it. I need a birth certificate. All right, big man.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead. You go ahead first, bro.
And also I play nose.
Hold on. I need you to speak into the mic. Go ahead.
My name's Kion, and I'm
Position.
What position you play?
He didn't play with us.
I know. But he still know position he play.
Robert.
See, I'm mad at your old coach. You should be too. But you're going to play cornerback for us. You're going to be defensive back.
I like it.
Tell them.
Go ahead.
My name's Kion, and I'm a cornerback, and I want to go to Alabama.
Alabama. Okay.
Alabama.
All right. Go ahead, big man.
My name is Noah. I play nose guard and about to play center. The college that I want to go to is Duncanville.
Duncanville, that's a high school, fool. Third head. But hey, I like how
it.
I like how they all had answered. Where's Noah?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Noah's training. So a couple of my other
I like
guys
that for him too, man.
Yeah, they're still down there training, working out on the field.
Okay.
I forgot what.
All right, you say you play nose guard. I played 3 technique when I was in college.
Don't I play those?
Yeah, the defensive tackle.
Ooh, Virginia Tech, huh?
Virginia Tech. I like it. I like it. All right, fellas. How we looking this year, Cam? We looking all right?
Yeah.
Got a squad?
Yeah.
We're gonna take some nationals home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
All right, that's the goal. Like I said though, man, like we started this age. You know, I had most of them since they were 6 years old.
Yeah.
You know, we travel. We've been to New York, Georgia, like we go all around in
Yeah.
Florida. We go all around to play football, play
love
against
that.
other good, teams across the nation. Obviously, within the AYF, our older team, the 10U team, which was 9U last year, they were back-to-back state champs. Juan's team, Juan Banks' team.
Okay.
Yeah,
we know
they're
Juan,
back-to-back
yeah.
national champs.
Oh, Banksy.
My brother's team won 2 national championships a couple years ago. But man, they're the foundation right here, man. Like, I guess your guy Panoni, man, South County say we grooming kids. I guess, right? But we're not grooming them, man. We're just coaching them and sticking with them and loving them from 6 all the way to high school. So that decision isn't hard to say, hey, I'm going to let my coach go.
I mean, the fact that they're here on a Thursday night,
Working. They just worked out.
just
for an
worked
hour.
out.
Just
Now they're
worked
about to
out.
watch them practice. They're invested. Their parents are invested.
Yes.
They know where the juice is.
Yes.
And it's not only good to see coaches do that, resources do that, but it's also good to see parents buy in as well.
Oh yeah.
Right.
They see the vision, right? They see the goal, and they want to become part of that.
This is the future.
Yeah, at
This
PME
is
we
the
have
future.
a great parent foundation, obviously, to do all the traveling and all the stuff we do. So always shout out to their parents because they couldn't get anywhere, obviously without their parents, man. But it's definitely good for them to see the older kids working, see the college coaches coming through here so they can know what they want to do is actually obtainable, like it's tangible, like yo, I can go get that. They know when I'm pushing them on the field, yelling at them, getting on them, because I want the best for you, like ultimately.
Go ahead and give like a little 1-minute plug, a PME plug, and tell the people exactly why they should join PME, what you guys are about, what exactly PME is, what it stands for, and go ahead and talk to the community. For if I'm watching an advertisement infomercial about PME, what would be on it? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Obviously, like I said, PME, man, youth football organization, youth softball organization. We have girls basketball. We give back to the community. We do turkey drives on Thanksgiving. We do all types of events, man. But like you said, it's not just about football with PME. I think this is the thing that separates us from everybody else, right? If you stay through PME and you stick through it and you take the life lessons that football is supposed to teach you, you know what I'm saying? You will be successful. I guess. You don't have to go to PME to be successful. No, you don't, right? But I feel like your chances, because of the foundation of the dedication, the responsibility, the commitment, the accountability, everything that we make you accountable for at a young age. Grades. I ask them about their grades. When Jeff and them was their age, asking about their grades. Let me see your report card. Let me see what you got.
Love that.
You know what I want? Because from the beginning, we want everybody to know that that's what it's about. My grandma, shout out to my grandma, Joan Overton. She gives out an academic award every year for PME. She goes through the rosters, the coaches turn in the report cards, and she gives out academic awards to anybody that had honor roll.
That's perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
amazing.
playing at PME.
I got a 2-year-old. How early do y'all start?
Right.
Being
Mine's
at
3.
PME is
right behind you.
a family.
He's in the 90th percentile too. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, a couple years. But we try to be family oriented, and obviously we have our drama and we have our situations like any other family.
Every
but
other family,
I think the
right.
people that stick through and really get the most of it, like I've never had no one complain, man. I think again, if we make a list of all the college athletes from PME right now, the list is stupid.
Yeah. And
Like,
you guys,
not toot my own horn, not
Nah,
there's
not
a
at
lot of
all.
other great organizations too, but we've been around for a long time, and we've kind of shown everybody else how to do it.
Right.
I remember when Jeff and them was 8-9 years old, we were playing 7-on-7 against high school teams and teams way older. Like, you know what I mean? Just I feel like PME's always been about introducing the youth to just a higher level of football,
Right.
a higher level of experience. And
Right.
I feel like most of your orgs these days, no knock to them, but they're kind of chasing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're kind of chasing that, but
I mean,
again,
I'll say this. I don't think that they're doing what you guys do as far as chasing that younger kids playing older kids. I think they're stuck in this still level, like, okay, we're staying your age is your age, you're playing your age.
Yeah, but
you need to play above to get better.
Facts.
So,
But because a lot of parents, man, I hate to say it, but youth football is changing, man. Like, they don't want to compete. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody I know made a statement, you know, about coaching and caring, right? And it's like, you know, as a coach, we're taught to care and, you know, coach our kids, right? But in today's society, it's moving towards like the parents don't want you to care about their kids. They don't want you asking them about their grades. They don't want you saying, "Oh, I might sit your son out for the first quarter because he got in trouble in school and you told me all about it." They get mad at you when you hold their own kids accountable, right? So it's all about coaching, like, you know what I'm saying, essentially. And I think today's like youth game is changing to they don't want you to care about their kid, and I feel like that's a hard part for me to transition because I am going to care. I can't change who I am as a coach. I can't change the way I coach because I feel like I'm not giving them my everything, right? You know what I mean?
You're not going to be an artificial version of yourself.
Yeah, like I can't
right, to
do
make
it.
a parent happy.
They know that.
Especially when the playbook is written. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. And I tell them all the time, I've had a son your age, right? This is your first one. Like, I've been at this age. I've seen the best kid go from the best kid to high school. He don't even play. You know why? Because he's been on a youth team that he was allowed to do everything he wanted to do. He didn't have to learn plays. He didn't have to do his job. He wasn't held accountable. So when he gets to high school, right, parents think it's some magical, oh yeah, my son's good, he's going to go. No, it's not. Because if you can't listen, you can't get good grades, you can't execute the plays.
They're not going to trust you.
They're not going to trust. You're not going to play. You're not going to play, and you can be as athletically gifted as you want, right? But a coach wants somebody that's going to be able to listen, going to be able to do what he says do, and all those good things. And I think it starts at this level. Like, it starts at the foundation of, you know, again, me getting on them, holding them accountable, and doing all those things. And
once he gets to high school, it's too late.
Right.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah,
it's too late.
Yeah, they've already instilled a lot of those bad values in it, right? And it's too late to fix the mentality.
It takes a really good coach to break them.
Yeah, and they don't want that part. Like, the parents, like, again, there's a lot of good parents out there, so parents, don't get me wrong. I'm not attacking all the parents. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of shifting from actually caring about these kids and helping them process everything outside of football, because football teaches us some great life lessons beyond the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Jeff first started playing, it, like, took me away from doing a lot of things that I probably could have been doing better, right? And I used to go home and think, like, dang, I'm telling these kids they got to work hard, they got to do this, and they got to do this. Right? It helped improve my life, like no cap, like for real.
I think that's interesting. You're saying that the mindset of parents have changed. When I think about the kids that you're coaching now, a lot of those kids, when they were 4 or 3 or just being born, a lot of those kids are COVID kids, right? And so the parents had to spend a different amount of time with their kids and upbringing and raising them during that time.
Helicopters.
And so I would imagine it's hard to let go of that leash. It's hard to let go of that.
And parents don't want their kids to like fail. Like, they don't want. Like, they want to say, "Oh, my kid is the best," but then when it's time to be the best, it's like, "Oh no, coach, he's not the best now.
I'm going to artificially set his stage so, like, he's dominating."
If you're the best, you're the best, right? So, just keep that going, and you know what I'm saying. I just, it just a lot of the grit and the, like I said, the real essential, foundation of what football teaches. I feel like it's getting separated to just, I'm just going to coach you, kind of like at the college level, like NIL, all this stuff. Like, you better come here ready to play. That's why coaches want these guys out the portal, right? Yeah. You better come here ready to play.
Yeah, I said that the high school game has changed. Like, if you're on the 3-star side or the lowest side of the 3-star side, the process to playing at the P5 level has changed. They want ready now guys.
Yeah, ready now.
You know what I mean?
Ready now.
If you're not a 4-star guy or a 5-star guy, it's going to be really hard in the next couple of years because they're dishing out real money, and they're not going to spend it on a kid who isn't battle tested.
Yeah, but
I want my roster full of guys who are dogs.
Yeah, I think they're going to cap it though. I think it's going to come.
They got to.
Or they're going to make them sign contracts, because I do feel like, because like I said, I'm a coach too. If I'm paying you, you got to lock in with me. You can't. Right. I don't like the whole.
In 1 year, no, they're gonna in 1 year, out 1 year.
They're gonna change it.
Yeah, hell no, man.
They're gonna change it. They're probably gonna allow. They're probably gonna allow 1 free year. Yeah. But then they're gonna lock you in and take away eligibility after that.
It's different, but we don't want that, man. No. Like, the money side of it is just a blessing for that kid and their kid's family.
Agreed.
Like, and that's how it should be, received. Like, But now, I mean, I'm telling you, man, these parents are getting into high school level greedy, man. Hey, what can you give me? Give me. Like, oh, damn, give you. Like, we can't give you anything.
Like,
I think
like
those
the shit
parents,
wasn't illegal. You know, excuse me, sorry. Like the stuff wasn't illegal just 7-8 years ago. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden everybody's acting brand new.
But I think those parents are parents that weren't athletes, that didn't go through the grind, because him and I both have boys. That would never be the way we acted when it came to our sons. Like, you need to go out there and get it. And I want you to go play, like you said, with a coach like you, with like D.O., where you're going to get coached. And I'm not going to have to worry about you getting pushed just because you're quote unquote good. Or maybe you're not good and you're like, well, they're not playing me. And I'm like, well, why aren't they playing you? And you're crying, and I'm going to look at you. I'm going to be like, hey, if it was you, right? Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
It's going to be you, dog. I'm telling you right now.
Look, I'm being honest. It probably is going to be you, right? It'd be you and your brother.
This kid's in the 105th percentile. This
Parents
guy.
act like every coach's job isn't to win. Like, why would I purposely sit your kid out? Like, I want to win. Only thing that's going to make me compromise that is if, like, your kid is just, like I say, getting bad grades, bad behavior, doing bad stuff, and I got to say, look, it might hurt us, but I'm going to sit you out a quarter. Now, I might be, and I always tell the kids, too, when I do it to them, I'm like, yo, if I tell the quarterback or somebody who I'm doing to, I'm like, yo, if something goes wrong, this is on you, bro. You got in trouble.
You put yourself in this position, which you affected the team.
The team, but again, the whole team aspect, man, is going out the window, man. These
I'm pretty sure you've had those kids that hardly played for you that ended up going to high school balling. I'm sure you've had those kids too.
I mean, no names because I don't want to put nobody out there, but you're right. I've had kids that were what they call quote unquote A-play players for me. You know, now he's going to a D1 college to play college football.
That's what I'm saying.
On a scholarship.
All because of the foundation, man.
Yeah, and it's about like. Yes, it's about playing and getting in the game and all that stuff, right? But practice is 4-5 days a week, 3 days a week, right? That's where you're getting the most out of your money, right? The game is a small part of that. Like, the practice is the part that's important, but now it's like they only care about the game. Like, forget practice. Like, let's just show up to the game and play. Like bro, like, it doesn't
If you show up to the game and just play, you don't know what you're doing, so you miss all the key, But the purpose is in the journey, right?
Emmitt Smith doesn't need plays. He just needs the kids to block. That's how they think. He doesn't need that. Just call the play, coach, and then when the play doesn't work, coach, you didn't do that. It was your fault. Like, oh my God, I didn't fumble the ball. I didn't fumble. I didn't play.
And it's the little things, right? The little things in football help you win. The little things in life help you win. Right. So,
and that's how they translate to each other.
All right, gentlemen. We're gonna get these kids. Guys. We're gonna get these kids out of here.
Yeah, man.
All right.
You guys go home.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Go with Coach Issa, man. Peace out. Bye. Dang, and y'all skipped your little
all right, Centerville.
Individual stuff you're supposed to do.
Good, man.
You can go that way, Kimani.
This is a Wildcat right here.
I bought these.
You got all A's? Shout out to Cam. You got all A's.
I got all B's.
All B's. Come
like
on, all B's. All B's.
I got all A's in my words.
All right, good job, Kimani.
Y'all need anything?
Oh man, we good. Yeah,
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, don't leave your brother, boy.
Just Centerville alone.
I know.
Yeah, good. Yeah, man.
Wildcats, baby.
Yeah,
Wildcats.
I love my kids, man. I love my kids.
And that was great. Having kids on, that was great.
Was
man.
Was that a first, man?
That was the first for us.
First for us. Yeah.
That's a good promo.
Yeah.
That's a good promo for PME, dog. We're gonna put it all together. We got film.
Yeah, we definitely got the film.
We got film.
We got the film.
We got film. All right. Anything else, B? You good, coach? You want to talk about anything
Y'all
else?
done now?
Hey, man, look, you the one who got to get out of here for practice, bro.
Man, my practice at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Y'all ran out of shit to talk about.
No, not even.
Not even. We didn't run out.
Not even. So in the off season, are these kids here, or are these kids here academically? Like, do they come to school here already, or is that something that's in the future? How does that work?
Okay, so that's in the future. So right now, kids still go to their school they're attending, right?
Okay.
But so that's why you say, oh, you guys practice so late. But at the same time, we want to make sure everybody get time to get home, do their homework, get here safely. So right now, the high school kids have started their performance training. So they're doing weightlifting and speed and explosive movement stuff.
Okay.
Right? And then we'll start practice at about 9 o'clock. And we'll go to maybe about 10:30.
Okay.
Right. But no. So everybody right now just commutes back and forth, and then once school does start, then everybody will attend school every day. Like that was something everybody was real big on. So there's no, I know there's a lot of misconceptions. Like there's nobody that can come to school here and play for us that doesn't come to this school every day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whether you're taking virtual or whatever it is, you will be here doing your academics, right?
Yeah.
We have a teacher for each subject, math, science, history, which one is English.
Yep.
So everything that needs to be done, you have to come here. So, I think that's one misconception. But
And it's an accredited school, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
like eligibility wise,
Yeah,
we're
you're
good.
good.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Right, facts. My son, even when he mid-year this year, he took an accelerated English class online. Like,
That's dope.
Yes, yeah. So everything's accredited. You don't gotta worry about that stuff. That's another myth that's out there. Like, nobody would be. Think about this. Everything we just said we do for kids. Why would we bring
Jeopardize.
kids? Right. Bring kids.
You're not going to jeopardize the educational
Why would we-
piece, too.
Yeah, like that's stupid. Like that's stupid. Like that's something that was set before anything was ever even said. Yeah, we're gonna come do that, right? They've been in school. Last year, I think, or the year before was their inaugural year, but they've been in school. Like they know what they're doing. We trust Doctor. We talk to Elise. They all know what they're doing on that side. My job is to coach football, right?
Right.
And that's what I'm gonna do. But everything is on the up and up. Everything is legitimate. Like coaches have been coming through here by the dozen, and it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. Or better.
When I say worse, I mean better.
Yeah.
So everything, man. If you're a student athlete, come check us out, man. Go online, set up a tour. Definitely looking for 27s and 28s. But other than that, man, great place to be.
So high school's about to wrap up here shortly. So these 9 o'clock practices are going to change here shortly, right?
Yeah, they will for the most part. But once we get into like our real team mini camp and stuff like that, we'll probably either go at like 6 a.m. or it'll change kind of. But up until probably mid-July, we'll probably keep it at this time. It's also easy, man. Less traffic for people. We got people right now commuting from a lot of different places, right? So.
And keeps kids out of trouble during the summer.
Right.
Oh yeah,
That's the biggest thing.
Well, shoot, once practice is going, you're gonna be practicing 4 days a week anyway, right?
Right. And if you're here starting, it's 7 o'clock with lifting, and then you got practice. Last thing I'm thinking about is going out at night.
Yeah, we start at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. We got a tour of this place last time we were here.
Yeah.
After practice, I'm hitting them recovery rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, it's so much stuff to do, man. Recovery room, you got the golf simulators, you got the arcade.
Got the pool.
You got the pool,
Right.
basketball court.
Well,
You don't need
much
I wouldn't
stuff to do.
leave. I wouldn't want to leave.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they don't put dorms over there.
Well, guess what? They are.
Okay.
That's their vision. Like the admin, all of them, like their vision for all this is to, get
Expand.
dorms, expand, build a track and all the other fields they need, right? But they're not doing this, like, I don't think for play, right?
Yeah.
Like at this
They're
point,
trying
like
to take over.
Yeah, this is serious. Like, and I think they know what they're doing. Like they got a good business plan. He's pretty successful with the other schools he has, right? So it's not new to him and the admin. So we trust them and they trust us, and we just want to make sure we build a top-notch football program to where we're one of those teams where nationally, we're the spot to go, and I think we can do that. Like I think it's very obtainable.
Is a lot of your roster local kids, or do you feel like a lot of your roster eventually will be across the
Well,
country?
it's kind of like you said, the tech thing. Like we want all the best local kids, right? Like heck yeah, we welcome it. Like if you feel like you're the best player, and let's get this whole best player thing down correctly too, right? The best player is the best person who's going to come work hard, going to do what he's told, do what he's supposed to do. Not the best player because somebody told you you're the best player and you're a total, jackass, right?
Right.
But I mean, the best player, like, and you're willing to work and you want to push yourself, like you're tripping, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this has got to be it. But we do want kids from all over. Like right now, we've got inquiries from kids from Florida, from Georgia, from Connecticut. I'm talking to a DN from Connecticut right now, right? So we do have some people who do housing sponsors type of thing, right?
Yeah.
So we have some things set up for people. But once they get dorms, man, this place is really going to explode. Like go crazy, and we do. I mean, essentially, we want to be a national powerhouse team, right? So, I mean, we got to get kids from everywhere, but I would love for them to be from D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, because I feel like we have a lot of the top talent. So it's like
We do, across
it's
the
like,
country.
Yeah, like IMG picks kids from out here all the time.
All the
dog.
time.
St. Francis is picking kids from out here. DeMatha, respect to all those programs too. Coach Masai, who used to own the arena team we played for, like respect to him, like respect to St. Francis, like always, because my man kicked the door and he's still out there playing those games and back in the public school. Like damn, like I would love to play St. Francis. Like I would love to play Mather. Like those are things we were thinking at Freedom. Why do you think we started doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
On
then
the only
it
public
and then it
school.
rained.
Yeah.
And then it rained out, and DeMatha's like, "We're good.
Yeah,
we're not.
you
We're
know
not
what I'm saying?
finishing this
So-
game."
Yeah, so
What'd you say? 21-7.
So-
This game didn't
Yeah,
count.
Right.
so-
Number 6 is running the ball way too much on us right now. We're not coming back.
So it's like respect to them, but we want to be that for around here. Like we don't want our let's learn say Virginia kids to go there, just like they don't want them Maryland kids to come here. But guess what?
Right.
You got to go to what works best for your family, and all those are great institutions and great schools. So shout out to
they
them
are.
also. But if we meet on the field, like it's got to go our way. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just got to go our way. And that's not me down nobody, but all the coaches know too. Like if we try to crush you, like we're gonna crush you. If you're on our schedule this season, and we have a lot of good teams, I was like so excited when I seen it. Like yo. Whew, like this is real smoke. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Jeff and them couldn't play this smoke.
I'm just
You know what I'm
waiting
saying?
for. I'm waiting for the hashtag. Is this St. James by 40 now,
St. James by 60.
or Strivers by?
Well, you know what?
Stri-
Hey, we got to earn that stuff, but we're gonna get there. But we got some good games this year, man.
I know see you
First
guys-
Academy, St. Thomas More,
See you guys going
St.
to
Francis.
Puerto Rico too.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. Oh man, I mean, I saw them play. Scout when they played IMG, and it's like a spring game the other day. We'll probably definitely about 40 them. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here
Puerto
first.
Rico legacy, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all though, doing a great thing in Puerto Rico, but we're on the way, and we're gonna have a good time. I think that's game 1 too, right?
Maybe it's early in the season.
Yeah, that's
might be
game
game 1 just to get you guys
It's gonna be
out
cool
and back.
just going to Puerto Rico and
Right.
playing a game.
Yeah, I need to come to that game.
Yeah,
Right,
and it's
yeah.
a huge game out there. It's not like it's like some like everybody's gonna be there. Like I think it's gonna be on ESPN Deportes, some other stream. Like it's gonna be a huge event. Like it's like the Puerto Rican national team. Like they play NFL Academy, IMG. So they get out there and play other good teams too, right? So it's not like it's just some little Puerto Rican kid out there. They got
Right.
kids your size.
Right. Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That are looking for a way out, right?
Yeah,
And ultimately,
absolutely.
their coach is doing a great thing, saying, "Hey, look, man, we've got athletes, we've got talent. You know, I got the platform. Let's put it together."
And a lot of those military brats as well that are out there.
That's
You know,
what it is.
that are out there. So, yeah, man. So when do you think like all the dorms and stuff, is that like a 2030 plan or like a 2027?
Man, I don't know no exact dates, right? But I know they got a vision for it. And
I'm just thinking like, damn, man, that would be great. Like we could see that sooner rather than later.
Oh,
I'm sitting here
it's
like
definitely-
timing my kids'
Right,
high school.
right. I'm over here, I'm like counting
Oh
out.
no, it's definitely something that speaking to my brother, I think it's like it's not no like 10 years from now. I think it's
Okay.
It's like within like the next.
We're looking to do that. Like we're
Yeah,
planning it
like,
right now.
Right now,
Yeah.
right now, like
Yeah.
obviously they know the potential it can bring, right? Like they do numbers, they do data, they do all that stuff,
Right.
So I don't think it's something that's far out, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? I think a short term solution for even a situation with setting up something locally at an apartment is really close too, because like I said, we got so much interest from outside, you know what I'm saying, interest that it would benefit us. All the programs here. Obviously, you got a great basketball coach, Miss Dudley. You got a great
Saw
boys
that.
basketball coach, man.
Snipe that one, man.
Yeah,
Snipe
Yo,
that
I
one.
heard she's top of the
She
game.
is
dog.
legend in this area,
I
bro.
heard. I've seen her, and I watch them afar. Like I said, I try to study everybody that's good at what they do. Right, coaching is coaching. Ultimately, it's not necessarily about the X's and O's, and more about how you can
Relationship,
mentally
the approach.
build that relationship with players. And, just
approach.
listening to other coaches' different verbiage and how they talk. It's
Right.
cool to me. That's what I like.
Yeah, you're definitely you're like a completely different person off the field than you are on the field.
Well, I think you should be. I think every football player should be, right? I mean, on the field, I'm surprised some players would be like, "Yo, that dude is an asshole. He's gonna."
I don't know about asshole, but I was like, oh, that's a firecracker.
Yeah. No, we enjoy watching you when you were freedom, like just the way
I
you
always
got
say,
down on
after
the
the
field.
game, I can shake it up and dap it up with anybody because that's what it's about.
You were like that
while
as a
we're-
player, too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what it's about. Ultimately, like afterwards, everybody can be friends. It's not this big old "I hate you" thing.
No,
Like, too much stuff is made about that now. Like we play the game, then afterwards it's cool. And I think even a lot of those fan base kind of go to like, you're so bitter, man. Like, you're so bitter, and it's because you not preparing your kids. Like, you're out here, like, just little small things, like you said, on film that we can pick up. That, like, these are things of why you're losing. Not your talent, not your kids, but you guys.
It's your approach, right? Yeah. It's the approach.
It's the coaching. It's the old boys club mentality. Not letting people into the group, and then, like, to your point, what you see on film, you're like, okay, I can expose this.
It's
I can
almost like,
expose
did you even
this.
practice this all week? Like, this is what you guys practice all week?
but that's the culture, man. It just really is. Like, I remember growing up at Centerville, and like when I played there,
Centerville was the team back in the day when we was
right? But I hated all the other teams, right? Like, I can't stand this team, and I can't stand Westfield, and I can't stand it deterred the relationships that I could build around the area.
Right. Yeah.
And when I finally got to Syracuse, I realized, like, oh shit, St. John's kids, they like good counsel kids.
Yeah.
Good counsel kids like the Matha kids.
Yeah, why?
And this is like more of a fraternity than anything else.
Well, it's because ultimately they're just a reflection of what the image their coach is portraying.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yep.
Right. Like,
that's what we were taught.
Like, everybody's like, oh, they're telling their kids to do this, do that. No, we're not. We're most of the time telling our kids the direct opposite. Because we know the standard that they're going to be held to. Like, we know there's no wiggle room for our kids to be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And
that's probably what you guys felt a lot of during the season, man. It's like that oh shit moment. Guys, please don't score this play.
But come on, in coaching, come on, man. Nobody's trying to run up the score, right? The score gets ran up because you're a bad team sometimes.
But you're that running up the score point about you guys, okay? Let's talk about how many times we've been at your games and we've seen you put your starters on the sidelines. They're now sitting on the bench. Your second team's against a first team, and they're scoring. And you're not throwing. You're running. So it's
like no.
But the whole thing is how do you turn it off? You've trained your kids.
You can't tell a football player to, can you?
No, not yours.
Right. you got. I mean, but any good coach is going to tell us, like you said, how do you just say, oh, stop playing, fall on the ground? That's how you get hurt, right? Now we can do things as coaches to kind of supplement it and reel it back in, right? And I think, Daryl, my brother, we are scoring, does a good job of that. But most of the time, it's just like, bro, they're playing bad football. That's why we're scoring touchdowns. Like, nobody can, you gonna tell the quarterback and running back and the receivers fall on the ground? Like, come on.
I mean,
you can't tell a kid that.
But you've been turning these kids up since they were 6-7 years old.
Oh yeah.
How do you all of a sudden tell them to turn it down a notch to appease who? To appease coach? You've never told us to turn it down. Since we were 6,
I feel like
now I'm 17, and you telling me to turn it down a little.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like how do you do that?
That's why they pull them off. That's why they pull them off.
Well, I'm saying is just as a competitor.
Even the whole team this year, like they showed so much, like the kids, man, so just much resiliency and just a lot of character in how they handled everything, and it's like I feel bad for them, like you know what I'm saying, like genuinely, like like. Ultimately, like that's who it affected the most. And again, nobody did anything wrong. Like everybody had plenty of opportunity to show us what the hell we did wrong. But it affected them, and I think they handled it really well, playing each week with so much adversity and so much behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people didn't know that. These other schools were like saying some pretty nasty things.
They were.
About us
because for them it wasn't about the kids.
Yeah, and then we get out there and play, and it's time to now we can get on this field and settle it right way, right? And now you still don't even want to take that.
You don't want it.
Like you created this nastiness, not us.
Right.
Like I've never seen. I always tell people I've never seen our kids make a video about any team and taunting them, and we don't have to do that. Like we're gonna get there. Like most of the time, teams do that to us, and then we say, okay, cool. Okay,
free bulletin board material.
Yeah.
So y'all seen this in the middle of the game before?
Like truthfully, that's how I see it now. Somebody's like, oh, that's because you're coaching. Like, no, like I'm hip. I'm ear to the streets. Like I know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely got that radar, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely got radar.
Yeah, like I get it, and I love good competitive football, right? I think other coaches could talk a little bit more trash, but they worried about somebody would say because, like I said, ultimately at the end, I can still shake your hand and be like, yo,
exactly.
Good ass game, man. Like I know
you got us. You got us today.
I called you a big, tall, sorry motherfucker.
You got us today, dog. You got us today, dog. All right.
But we got to all be able to do that more, even in the show the youth. That because again, you got so much stuff going on with the youth nowadays. Like this world is crazy.
We need to bring it back to making it about the kids.
Yeah, man. Not only that, but like expand the culture.
Right.
Like if y'all were hanging out in the off season, I wouldn't necessarily feel too bad about you whooping my ass by 70 points. And maybe I would learn something from you in the off season. And if we did more stuff, outside of the high school football world, maybe we did more stuff in the youth world.
There you go.
Maybe I pick up some stuff in the youth world that I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
how
a lot
he's
of
doing
coaches feel like they don't need to coach you. They feel like they've made it to the top.
No,
Like,
man.
And
we
that's the
really-
problem. You need
we really at the foundation.
The
of
reason,
this.
and we've said this multiple times on the podcast, the reason Centerville was good back in the day is because they had a running, thick relationship with SYA.
Yep.
I mean,
The
look-
reason
look at Madison.
Centerville's awful right now is because there is no SYA.
Yeah.
But man,
No,
Madison's
but
got
look at
Vienna,
Madison.
and
Madison's-
they
yeah,
work
Vienna.
All right, so
together.
look, put that in perspective, right? Just Overton has PME. It's so bad, and this Madison openly, they have Vienna. Like you go to their games, we went and scout them. All you see in the stands of Vienna. The Vienna president, like, oh yeah, that's my guy.
Yep. It's a
It's
feeder,
the same
feeder,
thing.
it's a feeder system.
Come on,
Yeah,
right?
man.
It's the same thing. It's just, you got to have a good youth program.
And
at
before
the
they
foundation of it.
redistricted everything, like all they did was shift all of the population from Oakton to Madison. And when we were in high school,
Oakton was good.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Oakton was good.
And
remember?
who was the little league team that funneled
Yeah.
into them? It was
Yep.
Vienna.
yeah.
So
that's
you got
very
all,
true.
all you guys did was take what's already been established and said, we're going to do this on the national
Robinson
level.
used
At
to
the
get something too, Mike Emo.
BRYC.
BRYC
was
is
back-
Robinson. Yeah,
Well,
BRYC is
That's who
Robinson.
you and your bro grew up through the
Yeah,
BRYC
yeah,
program.
man.
That's
Yeah,
Robinson's
Coach Dick
funnel.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Coach
I mean,
Dick
and,
Holmes.
and like to your
R.I.P.
point,
Uncle Bruce.
to your point, like a lot of those guys, you had Mike Emo, Chase Anastasio.
Yeah,
Like you had
yeah.
a whole bunch
Me
of
and Chase
dogs
were on the
coming
same
out.
team.
Josh Richardson, who's the head coach at Herndon now.
Yeah.
He's
You
another
had, you
one.
had all those dogs come out of
Yeah.
Robinson and Lake Braddock because of BRYC, and now
Oh, yeah.
BRYC is like a fraction of what it was.
Yeah, it's not even the same,
And
bro.
and so are those
Oh my
programs.
God, it's
You
not
know,
even
so are
the
those
same.
programs.
BRYC was, like you said, it was like back then. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, this is shit.
Yeah.
That's the point you're making about youth. We mentioned this on other podcasts. The youth,
They changed all
they're
the football
not
fields, matter of
running.
fact, over there into like baseball fields, man.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to Wakefield Park, man, on the weekend playing games, man, then getting the fries, man.
Yeah.
That used to be the spot.
Even that part of 495 was really good. The Gum Springs, like
Oh yeah,
back in
hell
the
yeah.
day.
Gum Springs,
Yeah.
Fort Hunt,
Fort Hunt. Yeah.
James Lee,
Yep. And all those schools,
Fairfax Police.
all of them funneled into great programs, man. And you ruin those programs and you start to ruin the football culture, and then everybody starts to have a scarcity mentality rather than a mentality of
the
abundance.
best part though was playing the teams in Maryland when you make it to the end, the championship.
Yeah.
And you get to play like,
The other champions?
Bowie,
Yeah.
Bowie, or back in the day it used to be Wheaton all the time, or Bowie, and those Maryland teams kind of getting that bump.
Yeah.
I guess I've always liked that bump.
Yeah.
I like that bump. Pause.
Man, you just always been a competitor, man.
Yeah.
You've always been a competitor. Somewhere the water stops working with the competitive juices once you start to move towards the Fairfax County area, because Stonewall Unity Reed's not like that. Like those dudes compete out there ever since
yeah.
Ryan Williams and before that.
heck yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Stonewall always pop out of legend.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how, because they
It's the
suck.
point.
yeah, always. Osborne used to
stay
do the same
popping out of
thing.
legend. Yeah,
Osborne,
Osborne too.
they used to do the same thing.
It's the point. So the water comment could be basically saying that we don't really have a strong SYA. We don't have a strong CYA. Centerville and Chantilly aren't good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like now we have Westfields out there.
Yeah.
Vienna is the only one that's really moving, as you can, and it shows. It
yeah.
shows at Madison. But
Chantilly
when we,
did used to have a good youth program.
yeah, when
Very
we
good
grew
youth
up,
program.
you knew like SYA didn't like CYA, but everyone still chit chat or
Yeah.
whatever. But you knew when you got to Centerville, you got to Chantilly. Those programs were good. Chantilly won a state title in '96.
Yes.
Centerville pulls it off in 2000.
Right.
Centerville was hot.
And they were
right?
building
Cool
towards
out
it. Then we got smacked by your brother in 90.
there. Like 99. Was that 98?
90, yeah, 98. Cause, yeah, 98. Because they lost 97. They lost to Robinson and Marcus Howard.
I think we played Oakton in the state championship when I was at Hilton.
Your senior year,
Yeah, my
yeah.
senior year. We played
Pat
Oakton.
Day.
Pat Day. Oh my gosh, yo, that was
Y'all ran
like-
the same offense.
Yeah, I would say very similar, but it was so crazy that like their fans were like Jeff Overton. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what the? Like that was like introduction. Like, whoa, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah. Those are Madison kids now.
Yeah.
Yo, at the Hayfield games, man, the student section would go nuts, man. I think like those experiences for the kids though, like I think they loved and
They need
enjoyed
it.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Like
they
it was.
need it.
I love the diversity for my son. Like obviously going to college, like being in a more diverse community. You know, kind of meeting other people, man. Like,
Right.
but like I said, the student body, everything was so cool.
But you
there,
guys
dog.
returned that love to the other programs by showing up to a volleyball,
Oh,
showing
oh,
up to a
yeah.
girls basketball,
Showing up to senior night.
showing
Yeah,
up at,
cheer
you know what I'm saying?
competitions.
Cheer
Like,
competitions.
my brother big on that though. Like he gonna support every program that the school has. Like, you know, again, like got a big heart, man. Like sometimes, you know, I feel like you need to tell people no, right? But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He's very big on that. Like he gonna support and you know, try to help build the same thing that he built. You know what I'm saying? Again, grateful. Like again, that's why I said like nobody could have foreseen this except for God, right? Happening, right? Or we still would be there, right? Still
Right.
trying to battle them and go through the same on and on stuff, right? So it's like, you know, nobody ever had intentions to step away from that, like, you know what I'm saying? But obviously we're on the greener pastures, we're on the better things, right?
Yeah.
So
We're excited to
looking
see
forward to it, man.
we're excited to see where it all turns out to, man.
Man.
We
Right
got-
here with the dark visor camera.
Yep.
Hey,
Well, we're-
dark visors pull up to the home games, you know. Everybody else pull up to the home games.
Well,
right here.
I actually, to close this out, I got a meeting with Miss Elise on Monday. So we're
Okay,
going to
good.
talk about some
Good
communications.
luck. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Yeah, man.
Lock it in.
All right, brother.
Got the levels.
Yeah, got levels at, man.
Hey,
So
shout out
what-
to Levels
yep.
Out. Hey, yo, what is that? I seen that some new thing y'all got, right? It's so
Yeah.
awesome.
So for the past, one of the reasons that we started doing Dark Vibes is because we wanted to give kids an opportunity to put stuff on film.
Yeah.
And a lot of that energy stemmed from a concept that I had 10, 12 years ago. I wanted to create an app that had coaches, athletes, like a social media platform for coaches, athletes, and resources in the community. And so 12 years later, we finally got the app up and running.
So, when we getting St. James on the app?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm talking to Miss Elise about
That's
it
the
on
goal,
Monday.
man.
Yeah. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have your guys be able to market themselves on the app, and be able to use it as a platform for exposure. But also, what I want to introduce to her is my background's in education.
Right.
So I want to introduce to her a communications program
Heck yeah,
where we're
bro.
teaching kids how to
Yeah.
become more marketable,
Awesome.
be able to allow them to control their own brand recognition,
But see,
and brand
right
exposure.
there, as long as we got people like you around us too and in the community, like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's something that can benefit, like you said, that benefits all kids when you're
Yeah.
learning communications. And we're
Yep.
talking about having different electives and
Yep.
stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Like, that's something wonderful to
Yeah.
learn. And hell yeah.
Because
bro.
I mean,
hope-
sports.
hope we
I
get
mean,
that.
sports performance. At the end of the day, it's not. It's not what you just do on the field, but what you do off the
Off
field,
the field.
and how you
Nutrition,
represent
man.
yourself.
Yeah.
And if you when you come to the St. James, my off the record vision is like, okay, well, these kids are going to be representing not only themselves and their families, but they're going to be representing a brand.
Oh, yeah.
And someone's going to have to teach them how to, they're going to have to represent.
And they make sure you wear it if you're here, buddy.
Yeah. You're gonna have to learn how to represent the brand
Yeah.
appropriately. You're gonna have to learn how to talk to the media.
Yeah.
Be media ready, right? Like if you're looking to play at the P5 level, you're gonna have a camera in your face, and if you go to the next level being an asshole on the camera, you're not gonna be marketable, and that's
Yeah,
gonna ruin
facts.
your chances to be a professional.
Facts.
It's gonna ruin chances
Unless
of
you're
playing.
just
being
crazy like
professional.
me all the time. But nah,
Yeah, so,
man.
that's what I want to be able to do for here.
Well,
man.
good luck, man. I hope it works out, man. Like I said, having people close that know a lot of that type of stuff and have those backgrounds, like, that's awesome, man. And
Yeah.
it's why this is going to work. Like, all the haters can say what they want, but again, they're business people. Nobody shut down a good idea, right? So,
No.
Jeff, go ahead and plug your socials so people know how to tap in with you. Instagram.
Oh, man, I don't
your-
want these people finding me, bro.
Man, you all over there.
Y'all nosy, man. Y'all nosy.
Tap in, follow him. It's private. No.
My Twitter, man, at Overton Coach J, something like that. Jeff Overton, man. You know what I'm saying? That's me, y'all. If you need to find me, you
Senior.
know how to get in touch with me.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you probably didn't need to, man. But
That's great advice
shout
right
out to St. James Academy, man. Shout out to Dark Visor. Shout out to the guys. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Again, man, peace and love, man, and ass kickings, man. We coming. STJ, Strivers. Woo.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
Bye. Peace. Bye. Bye.